Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Beth will have a marriage idea for Hope and Liam. Carter will also have an engagement response. At Brooke Place, Beth will model a dress that she may plan on wearing at Hope and Liam's forthcoming espousal. This will also give Beth a chance to make a pitch to Liam and Hope regarding their big day. Beth will point out that Hope and Liam need someone to marry them, so she'll suppose that person should be her. Carter typically steps up as officiant in situations like this, but that could be awkward for egregious reasons. Although Carter knows his split from Hope is for the stylish, it would still be a little uncomfortable for him to perform the form. That could be anyway, knowing how B&B operates, especially since Carter will get engagement updates and admit to Daphne that he's truly happy for Hope. Carter has made peace with the end of his former relationship and wants Hope to enjoy her new romantic chapter with Liam while he pursues one of his own with Daphne. Daphne will reply to Hope and Liam's engagement news as well, but she'll substantially just want to concentrate on how Carter's holding up in the midst of all this. As for Beth's idea about marrying Liam and Hope, it wouldn't be the first time a sprat helped them tie the knot. Douglas performed a little form for Hope and Liam at the cabin formerly upon a time, so it may be Beth's turn now. Beth obviously can't make this marriage functionary for Hope and Liam, but she can help them make their original commitment before they take care of the legal aspects subsequently. Sheila will formally again push Cleric to meet and will fret to Lee about Taylor potentially turning Cleric against her. Taylor will have more important matters to bandy with Cleric since their last remedy session went way beyond the typical croaker case relationship. Now Taylor will try to rein effects in and put some professional boundaries back over. Cleric will argue that what happened didn't come out of nowhere and will punctuate their amazing connection. Taylor will make it clear that nothing like that can be again and try to shut down the particular nature of their relations. Temptation could still beget issues for Cleric and Taylor. Bill metamorphosis stunned Liam and Will as their pater. Went bite at the office. At Il Giardino, Hope showed off her engagement ring to Deacon and Deke. Cleric admitted he'd lobbied hard for Hope and Liam's reunion, so he was thrilled for them along with Deke. Hope suggested about fresh thresholds and hoped perhaps Deacon could have one of his own. It was egregious that Hope and Deke still wanted Cleric to put Sheila behind him, so they were hopeful about him figuring effects out with Taylor's help. At the Precipice House, Steffi was concerned about Taylor being alone following her ridge bifurcation. Taylor suggested she had her children, musketeers, and work to keep her fulfilled. Taylor was single for now. She suggested that it wouldn't be ever and left Steffi curious about whether she was open to dating someone differently. Steffi sounded eager for Taylor to have her own romantic future and gave her mama some advice about taking a threat. Cleric ultimately texted Taylor and got her on the phone since he was hoping to see her again. Taylor and Deacon demanded to talk about what happened between them, so she was willing to meet with him now. At Spencer Publications, Bill and Will were enraptured over Liam's engagement. Bill also talked about making some updates at the office and trying to make the place further of a reflection of Liam. Cassie said it was near, so that news originally sparked Bill's vexation since it wasn't locked in yet. Still, Bill settled himself down and eventually took a bite approach with Cassie rather. After Bill acted like there was no hurry, he indeed prompted Cassie to take some time off work to spend with her grandkid. Liam and Will were impressed over the trouble Bill was putting into these changes at Spencer Publications. Bill admitted it was hard, but Liam's fire had been a good memorial of what's important in life. Liam met up with Hope, who hoped Sheila wouldn't have to be at their marriage. There was also some talk about Hope's desire for Cleric to find someone stable, or at least someone with further toes. Sheila will keep fighting for her marriage to Deacon despite the people standing against them. Liam proposing to Hope. Remy faces Electra. Cleric kisses Taylor. Liam has a new parcel on life. Now that he realizes he's not dying after all, he has some clarity. The man will admit that he's still in love with Hope and wants to get their family back together again. While Hope does love Liam and has passions for him, it's complicated. Liam proposing marriage to Hope. While she does smile, there seems to be a bit of vacillation on her part. It seems Hope could be in an insolvable situation. The girl is a single woman again, but she doesn't want to make another romantic mistake. Hope indeed reminded Brooke that effects haven't always been easy with Liam. The last thing that Hope wants is Liam running to Steffi the minute effects get hard. Taylor has a tear streaming down her impertinence when Deacon suggests they move on together. The man declares, "Why can't you just leave Ridge in the history and make room for commodity new?" Cleric sluggishly leans in to kiss Taylor. Still, Sheila Carter might not take this news so well. Despite Sheila's reformation, covetousness and rage could cloud her judgment. Steffi takes Sheila's son, also Taylor takes her hubby. This could turn into a dangerous situation. There's also Deke. The man goes into the exchange at Forrester Creations to hail Hope, Electra, and Daphne. They're all eager to meet Deke's other half. When Remy walks in, Electra is furious. What does this mean for Deke's new job? Cleric wants to move on with a reluctant Taylor. Luna formerly had her cellmate beat her up to gain sympathy from Will. The youthful lady manipulated the captivity croaker into getting Will down there, also prayed him to save their baby's life. Will walked out of there not doing anything. Also, he advised everyone about Luna's injuries. Bill is right when he said Luna did it on purpose. Since Will hasn't taken the bait yet, Luna will presumably have her cellmate beat her up yet again. Bill will contend that pregnant or not, Luna needs to stay behind bars. Still, both Will and Katie are upset about the baby. So, that could have Katie issuing a plea to Bill to find a way to cover their grandchild. That could impel Bill to go ahead and make another deal with the captivity. Still, I really don't suppose the manse is a place for culprits. Can't they just stick Luna in insulation or commodity? Cleric will go ahead and continue seeing Taylor. The man is torn between Taylor and Sheila. Despite Sheila wanting to save her marriage, Cleric seems to have made up his mind. In an exercise clip for coming week, Cleric urges Taylor to get over Ridge and try commodity new. With a tear streaming down her impertinence, Taylor and Deacon get near to kissing. Taylor didn't mention Deacon when drooling with Steffi. We wonder if Deacon and Taylor will keep their love a secret. However, chances are Sheila will find out the verity, if they do. Electra is going to reuse Will's situation with Luna and the baby. As much as she loves him and wants to support Will, Luna just might make it insolvable, so stay tuned. But this time around he might have just made a trouble that he's going to lament latterly on. That's because he told Luna that there's no way that she's keeping her baby after the child is born. That child is going to be a Spencer. Not only that, but he's going to spend every song that he has to his name to make sure that Luna stays as far down from the child as humanly possible. But at the same time, we're talking about Luna Nozawa then. During the rearmost occasion of the Bold and the Beautiful, she formally made it enough clear that she had a plan in place. She was going to get herself out of jail by making it look like she's getting beaten up every day, which she is. There's no way that Bill Spencer is going to want to see his unborn grandchild put in that kind of position. As important as he wants Luna to stay behind bars, he's going to worry about the child's safety, and that's why there's a good chance that he might get Luna out sooner rather than laterally.